6 Mumbai cars, 6 stories, how coronavirus has changed life and work. At the point when the bubonic plague showed up on ships in 1896, demise and fear emptied half of Mumbai. Following work deficiencies crushed the city's cotton processes, the backbone of the contemporary economy. Albeit the coronavirus pandemic's cost has been a lot lower, there are troubling equals. Right around 1 million specialists who fabricated Mumbai's horizon, from the Trump pinnacle to high-rises possessed by worldwide firms like Blackstone gathering LP on past factory land, have escaped to their local towns, shy of cash after a severe government lockdown carried the economy to a stop. A plague period law is being utilized to draft specialists into the coronavirus battle, and calls are expanding to decongest contamination areas of interest including Asia's most jam-packed ghetto. A megapolis of about 20 million, barely any urban areas face the retribution around work and life that Mumbai should now fight with. At the point when specialists continued some open vehicle on Monday, TV stations showed many individuals hurrying to board a transport, an indication of how urgent inhabitants are to get back to their occupations even as the city remains India's coronavirus focal point. Here, 6 Mumbai cars, as the city's occupants are known, share how the infection has completely changed them and workspaces. First is the association chief. J.R. Bosale, 79, has seen a great deal during his 60 years with Mumbai's railroads. A work strike in 1974, the world's biggest recorded mechanical activity, suspended administrations for 20 days and fear-monger bombs in 2006 kept trains calm for 24 hours. However, under the lockdown, traveler administrations have been ended for over 2 months. Specialists are worried about the danger of disease in light of the fact that on a run-of-the-mill day trains run so jam-packed that tenderfoots would hang out of entryways. It is difficult to keep up safe distance, says Bosale, General Secretary of the Western Railroad Workers Association. He's stressed over how the framework will adapt after the lockdown, yet resume it must, he says. The trains are Mumbai's primary supply route, shipping 8 million individuals every day from the abounding rural areas to the glass and cement monetary locale midtown, navigating provincial time docklands supported by the opium exchange before they arrive at the old neighborhoods that house the stock trade and national bank. Second is the broker. Vincent Valladares, 48, heads business banking at RBL Bank Limited. Specialists named monetary administrations as fundamental, in the midst of the lockdown, so Valladares, equipped with an authority letter in the event that he's waived to by police, drives to office that remains on previous plant land in focal Mumbai. Valladares and his partners have been besieged by a progression of strategy changes from the State Bank of India and the public authority lately. Developing guidelines, from how to disinfect branches to how much money to hold, occupies the majority of the time and there's little new business. For the time being, center is around sorting out how customers will rise out of the emergency, and what parts of the loan book could form into default areas of interest. Third is the food conveyance fellow. Nitin Sawant, 32, is one of Mumbai's Dabbawalas, the city's eminent lunchbox administration. They've conveyed home-cooked dinners to office-goers since 1890, and are so well known for dependability that Harvard educators have looked to comprehend the dominance of coordinations. Presently a large portion of the 5,000 in number power has gotten back to the towns, says Sawant, who is likewise secretary at the Mumbai Dabbawala affiliation. His associates have concluded they will not work till Diwali, India's principal occasion that happens in November this year, on the grounds that the business includes contact with many individuals, expanding the danger of virus to themselves as well as other people. Individuals of this city never sat at home even after bomb impacts, riots, floods, says Sawant. Presently they will be terrified. Many may not resume the tiffin administration dreading hazard of contamination. Fourth is the servant. Kalima Majawa, 29, washes dishes and cleans floors in 4 homes in Worli, near the base camp of a few banks and monetary foundations today, yet one of the towns crushed by the plague a century prior. Just a single family kept on paying her after the lockdown kept her from going to work. Even after the lockdown lifts, it doesn't seem like individuals will need servants to visit their homes for the remainder of the year, she says. Majawa is one of millions of people who lost the positions lately, taking steps to broaden what was at that point a tremendous dissimilarity between ways of life around there. Mumbaikar Mukesh Ambani, Asia's most extravagant man, has arranged billions of dollars in speculation in spite of the lockdown, holding Zoom calls to wrangle out subtleties. However, families like the Majawas regularly access the web just through screens of the least expensive China-assembled telephones. Fifth is the stock dealer. Anita Gandhi, 56, entire-time chief at Arihant Capital Business Sectors, is seeing innovation being put to another utilization. About 1.2 million new stock exchanging accounts were opened with the Focal Safe Administrations, India, Limited in spring and April, up from a consolidated 900,000 in the initial 2 months of the year. India's benchmark record, which surrendered almost 40% of its worth very quickly when the infection started spreading, has made up some ground as the nation starts destroying the lockdown. The individuals who are well informed understood that this is another way cash can be made, says Gandhi. They began to consider contributing to be the market as a decent substitute revenue source. Sixth is the entertainer. Alistair Bennis, 24, a theatre and screen entertainer, is additionally exploring for substitute freedoms. Bollywood, as Mumbai's entertainment world is called, arrived at a virtual stop, and however specialists have permitted some work to continue with severe limitations, makers are moving film shoots to less contaminated pieces of the country. However, Bennis attempts to remain hopeful. The soul of Mumbai appears to be exceptionally dead in the event that you meander the roads around evening time, he says. Individuals in business are scowling, shops are shutting, yet in the event that you make a stride and converse with individuals, they will say, I know a person, who knows a person, who will complete your work.